Hey y'all, it's time for some damn good content. I'm Shelby, your host and business bestie. I'm a content creator, social media manager and coach, keynote speaker, wife, and a mama of two who ditched her 9-to-5 to build a thriving multi-six-figure business solely using social media. Just like you, I'm a working mom and a wife with limited time. So I'm committed to cutting the fluff and delivering tips and fresh ideas straight to your earbuds on how you too can harness damn good content and create that type of business that you love and are proud of. Each week, we'll deep dive into strategy and mindset of building your brand on social media so that your confidence and success in the online space can skyrocket. Get ready to step outside of your comfort zone and start creating some damn good content. Are you ready? Let's freaking get it. Holy cannoli, it's time for episode 1 of the damn good content. And I'm so freaking excited to provide good content for you guys and just be here along the journey of you utilizing social media, whether you are smashing imposter syndrome right in the face, or you are really dreaming of building that business that you've always wanted to, but you just don't know where to start. I'm your girl, I'm Shelby, and I'm ready to help you skyrocket on that online space. But before we get there, let's back up a little bit and set the scene a little bit so you know exactly who I am, where I came from, and that this just wasn't luck. This was hard work, dedication, and if you do the same thing, you can be exactly where I am today. Now, let's paint the picture here. I was an LSU Tiger. I was so excited, loved that university. I took a victory lap at the end. I didn't finish LSU until the fall of 2013, where I then got this quote unquote big girl corporate job as the marketing director for an oil and gas company out of Thibodaux, Louisiana. Now, before you say, where the heck is Thibodaux, Louisiana? I thought the exact same freaking thing. But it is such a cute little town. It's where I met my husband. It is where we built our family for a little bit before we moved. But I want to back up and talk to you a little bit about what I did for this oil and gas company. I went in as a 23-year-old not knowing a thing. Now, granted, I did work. I've worked my whole life. My parents are entrepreneurs. So I was like, challenge accepted to the fact that they need a marketing director. They don't have a marketing department. So I was ready to learn and work. I traveled a ton. I just would drop everything and go. I was single and young. Why the heck not? And honestly, even though after a while of misery, which I will get there, I will look back now and tell you that I'm grateful for every moment that I had there. And it definitely was a learning aspect for me, especially with the clients that we hold now. Now, I was in charge of website design. I was in charge of their social media when actually they believed in it. I was in charge of promotional products. I was in charge of rebranding. I was in charge of literally anything and everything, sometimes answering the phones. I went from absolutely loving my job to absolutely hating my job. And it got to the point where I just felt undervalued into the point of what I knew and was bringing to the table wasn't, let me see how to put this. It just wasn't believed in there. Social media is very hard for people to understand and grasp, and we will get there as well later on. But basically, I just felt stuck. And as I got married and I started a family, it was really hard for me to just pick up and travel and go all the time. I wasn't able to make my own decisions or do those things. So I knew that this wasn't the life that I wanted to live. So I started going on interviews. And one thing after the next is rejection. And holy shit, it hit hard. I cried a lot. God, I still feel that moment in my body right now, just talking about it. I would go home and tell John, they told me I was overqualified or I wasn't right for the position, but I was amazing and my experience was amazing and they would love to have me, but they just couldn't. And so I just kept getting these rejections and I was like, okay, maybe this is what God wants me to do. Maybe this is God telling me this is where I want you to stay. So you just need to suck it up and love what you have and live it. I remember like it was yesterday. I was sitting in my office and I was Googling about social media. Social media obviously has been big for a while, but in the oil and gas industry, you have to go a few extra miles to get them to actually listen to you when you want to start incorporating social media in their business because they look at it as people dancing around and singing and acting a fool all over social media. And so I found this conference. It was called Social Media Marketing World. Now we are in 2020 at the time. And so I set off literally right before COVID. So I set off for California. And it was the trip that changed my entire life. I had a 9-month-old at the time, and I had found out I was newly pregnant, and I was leaving Louisiana to go to California for the first time ever, right before a pandemic. So I was kind of stressed, just a little bit. But I get there and holy crap, it's like a kid in Disney World because there's just so much amazing potential. There's so many people that I met. There's so many people that I watched on the stage talk about things that I truly love, which is marketing and how they got there. Fast forward, I went home and I looked at my husband and I said, holy crap, there is a market for social media managers. Literally, they're doing it every single place in the world except Louisiana. And I really, really, really want to try it out. Well, the pandemic hit. The world shut down. I had a corporate job, a 9-month-old, and I was pregnant. So why would I leave corporate? Right. So I took everything that I learned from that social media marketing world and I applied it to the corporate world that I was living in at the time. And holy crap, we skyrocketed their social media. It was videos. It was graphics. It was everything that you can imagine we were utilizing on social media. Got through that year. It's now 2021. Baby's out. We are having a newborn. We have a, 18-month-old at the time. And I remember getting my first client. It was February 2021. And I was like, okay, John, well, I'm just going to do this on the side. We can upgrade our kitchen, whatever. Well, word got out that I was helping with social media. And so clients started kind of flooding in. And I would tell my husband, I was like, look, there's a market for this. I really think that there's a business for this. And he said, Shelby, if you can match your salary, then you can leave. Because at the time we were both contributing. We still are financially. I love to work. And so I was like, challenge accepted. I'm going to match my salary. So from February to May, I picked up enough clients to match my salary for projected for the year. And I put in my 2 weeks. It was crazy because you put in your 2 weeks at a job you've been there for 8 years. You had a company car. You had a great salary. You had benefits. You had all these things and cushion to know that I'm protected, I'm safe, I will be able to provide for my family. To then take a risk, go buy a vehicle, have no benefits with that company, have no job security, but the confidence that you have in yourself that you are about to build one hell of a business. And I truly believed that if it failed, I was confident that I could go get a job. I was confident that I could get back into the marketing scene and get a job somewhere. But if I didn't try, I would always regret it. And holy shit, we are coming up on 2 years and it has been the ride of a lifetime. But the only way that I got here was hard work, dedication, sleepless nights, working with clients that I didn't necessarily want to work with at the time, hiring and firing people that I did not want to because I genuinely love them. That's a hard part of your job. There's so much that goes into this. But when I tell you chasing your dreams and taking a risk is worth it, it is worth every second. I am a mom of 2 very, very little boys. And now I can make the decisions of when I work, when I don't work, when I can go to school functions, all of these things. I am living out my dream. And if I don't live out my dream for them to see, why would they be motivated to live out theirs? And we have now fast forward to it's 2023. There's 7 of us within the SCM team. This year has projected to surpass year 1 and 2. And I'm damn proud. I got into a mastermind with someone I've looked up to for a long time. I have met people that I would have never met if I would have never taken a chance on this business. I have friends within the United States and all over the world that I talk to on a regular basis. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can dream big, you can dream big. You just have to put in the work, put in the time. And when those days get hard and you want to stop and you want to give up, know that success comes with hard times. Success comes with failure. Success comes with being uncomfortable. But to be successful, you have to push through those times and keep going. So, thank you for listening to episode 1. It was short, sweet, and to the damn point. But I'm excited for what we have in store for you. I am an open book. I will talk about everything, the good, the bad, the dang ugly. So I hope you enjoyed. Please share this with anybody that needs to hear it, and that anybody that will get any kind of value from this podcast. I am excited to have you along on this journey. And as always, let's freaking get it. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in to Damn Good Content by Shelby Claymont. If you really enjoyed this podcast, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and share it with anyone that you know may want to hear this. And tune in next week because we will have a brand new episode waiting for you. Have a great day.